Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel, guys. There's been another beating death by police officers in Memphis. 5 former Memphis police officers charged with the murder and beating death of TYRE Nichols. First, before we even get started, I just want to say my condolences go out to this brother. You know, just like so many other brothers that we done lost against the system. Because these police officers were black, as you can see here on the screen. 5 black police officers beat another brother down like he was a dog in the street. And to his family, to his friends, I don't know if this young man had any kids or not. I just want to say, man, I am truly sorry, man, that another one of us, another person who looks like me, has been brutally murdered in the streets by the police, by the system. You know, like I said before, man, I'm gonna try to keep my emotions in check when it comes to this, man. But I'm just really tired, man, when it comes to stuff like this, bro. Every year, man, every year, and now it's like this is the cherry on top. So let's get into the story. 5 former Memphis Police Department officers have been charged with second-degree murder and other crimes in the arrest and death of TYRE Nichols, a black motorist who died 3 days after the confrontation with officers during a traffic stop. There's no way that we should be dying, sitting in the hospital, plugged up to all these machines for a traffic stop. There's no way, man. Something has got to change. Shelby County Sheriff's Office online records show that Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Desmond Mills Jr., Emmett Martin III, Justin Smith were in custody. All 5 charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping. How can the police kidnap somebody? What were they really doing? This is bad, people. Official misconduct and official oppression. I have never even heard of that charge before. Can somebody tell me what that is? Official oppression? Defense attorney William Macy confirmed that his client Emmett Martin III had been charged and had turned himself in. It was not immediately clear if Smith had a lawyer to speak on his behalf about the charges. Blake Ballin, the lawyer for Mills, said he planned to hold a news conference later on Thursday. Well, let me tell you something before he hold that news conference, because I heard that the police department is about to release the body cam of what happened to this young man. And from what I heard, the Memphis Bureau, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, the guy who's in head of that, and the Memphis DA said this is horrendous. One of the worst beatings he's ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna, they stopped the brother. I'm thinking that the kidnapping charge is from an illegal stop. I've never heard of the police stopping somebody and then getting a charge of kidnapping. The Memphis police chief has called the actions of the 5 officers involved in the violent arrest of Nichols heinous, reckless, and inhumane, and made a plea to the residents of the city to protest peacefully when the video of the arrest is to be released. So they're going to release this video. I haven't read the rest of this article. It might be in here. But they're going to release this video because I've been watching CNN and everything too. And CNN said they're going to release this video on Friday, which would be January 27th at 6 o'clock p.m. I'm not sure what your time zone may be, but 6 o'clock p.m., that's probably maybe what is that, like 8 o'clock New York time or 7 o'clock New York time, maybe 5 o'clock West Coast time. But on Friday, when does most things jump off on Friday? The police department is already busy on Friday nights, right? Especially in the city of Memphis. Memphis has a population of 600,000 people, and the statistics on their murder rate is like 350 people a year. Compare that to New York City, who has a population of 8.6 million, and they have murders. They average around 400 to 450, 450 murders a year. That's astounding, people. That many people in that city, in that state, are dying like that. Now I heard that these 5 people are part of some kind of a scorpion team. They got some kind of name that they call these guys. Can you let me know if you guys been following this story like I have? It's some kind of special unit that goes out for gangs, drugs, and guns. That's what they're looking for. That's the unit that'll just make up a reason to pull you over, right? And I think that unit is probably being going unchecked. I wouldn't be surprised if more people are fired because these officers have been unchecked for God knows how long, right? Now, the 5 black officers found to be directly responsible for the physical abuse of Mr. Nichols, who was also black, were fired last week. And like I said, have now been charged with second-degree murder. That's a precedent right there, people. And when any cop, not just black cops, a black cop, because that came pretty quick, right? Why can't we get that justice when all cops? That's the kind of swift justice we need when all cops are involved in shootings, beatings, and murders of citizens, right? That's how fast that justice should be served. So now, second-degree murder has been with a host of other charges, but that's the big one right there: second-degree murder, kidnapping, and like I said before, that other charge that I've never heard, that I never even heard before, which is official oppression. I don't even know what that is. I know what to be oppressed, and they did more than oppress this brother. Cause look at this picture. You know, I'm not trying to sensationalize this, right? I'm not doing this. I feel like this, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel like I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't get on this channel and talk about this, right? Because I think that the internet, it likes to dumb a lot of people down. Nothing, you know, I watch the internet. I'm on the internet. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's on the internet that I like to watch. But this right here I think is important, right? And I have a platform to where there's a certain amount of people that tune in and they might listen to me. And if you don't, you know what I'm saying, that's fine too. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's fine too. But I think we should talk about it. I think this needs to be talked about. And every time that this happens, maybe now that the officers are black, you know, maybe we can just keep this in the forefront, and this can be the way that they charge other officers, you know, when they commit these heinous crimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, they did it with George Floyd, but that was on the world. That was like 6 o'clock news. And like I said, I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in my comment section. Let me know what you think about them airing this out, airing that video at 6 o'clock on a Friday night. And my other question, are you going to watch it? Do you want to watch it? Do you think that people are going to protest peacefully? I mean, I don't know when you might see this video or not, but hopefully if it's already past tense and they've already released the video, released the video footage of him being murdered basically, and you may happen to come upon my video. Was it a peaceful march on Friday night at 6 o'clock when they're planning on releasing this video? Did his mother? I heard his mother say that he wasn't that type of person, that he was a gentle soul, and that he wouldn't want the city to be torn to shreds. You know what I'm saying? I think they should demonstrate peacefully. But then again, I'm saying that now. But then when I see the video, I might, I don't know. I don't even want to say that. But what I'm saying is, if they want people to demonstrate peacefully, well, maybe the police should start policing peacefully. You know, and like I said before, it's not a black or white thing. It's a system. Now you have these black officers devaluing black lives just like other people are. I mean, how can you do that to another person who looked like you? I haven't seen the video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm contemplating if I even want to see it, people. I don't need to see my brothers getting beat down. I don't see too many of that. I understand what it is. It's a shame that it had to be black officers to do that to another black man. I could never see myself doing that. First of all, if I'm in a position of authority and I'm a civil servant and I'm trying to bring law and order, I'm not out here trying to do that to any human being. It's disgusting, is what it is. It's no value for life. These officers should be treated just like you treat any common criminal because that's what they are. They just have a badge. I haven't seen the video. Like I said before, I'm not sure. This is a teaching moment. This is not to sensationalize anything. I think this should be a teachable moment. Any black man that got kids, I don't even want to say black man. I just want to say any man who has any kind of moral compass about himself. Maybe you want to sit. I don't even know. I don't even want to see it. So I don't even know if I even want my son to see it. But my son is older. You know what I'm saying? My son's. I don't have young kids, so they can make that decision for themselves. But what about if you got a young teen in your house? Do you want your kid to see this? I'm talking to people who are, not just black people, but people who got kids. But for black people especially though. Do you want your son to see this? Are you gonna make this a teachable moment for him? Because I think we already know. I mean, me, because I'm older, I already know what the police are capable of. I'm not saying that we don't need the police, but we need good police. And I hope these police are held accountable just like any common criminal. Like I said before, I hope Tennessee, Memphis, the city, I hope they can make it through Friday night, which is coming up tomorrow night. I just had to jump on here and make this video. It's not even about, you know what I'm saying? That brother TYRE Nichols, man, that his name should live on, man. We should not just brush by this like we do every other one, man. George Floyd. You would think that after George Floyd that they wouldn't do it, but they did it like a week after. Remember, in the same city, not that far. I can't remember the brother's name right now, but they did it like they did it during the trial. During the trial, they damn near killed the brother in the same city. They just don't get it. They don't get it. And then when people say, you should defund the police, I was thinking to myself, yo, man, that's kind of extreme, right? But hold up, the police, I think they get a certain amount of money every year, right? You got to think about it. On the surface, it don't sound right. It sounds, man, that sounds dumb to defund the police, right? But the police are getting all they're paid to protect us. Then they beat us down. The family charges the families file a suit against the police, millions and millions of dollars for them to do their job. Guess who pays for that? Me and you, the people. We have to do something. We have to come together and we got to stop this. For the people that you got in your district who are being elected in those in your district, your county, your city, your state, we got to hold them people accountable, man, so they can hold the law accountable. Things need to change. I'm telling you, the system policing in America needs to change. It's not policing. It's like militarized. I think something's gonna come out. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear more arrests. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear people above them maybe resigning, quitting, or being fired. Well, like I said before, this brother's gone. We can't bring him back. My condolences go out to his family. I wish, and when they file that suit, I hope they get everything they deserve. I honestly do. Rowdy Nation TV, we out.